Hi everyone, welcome to Cons Indo Bites, a channel to discover and learn. This is Dr. Vijeta, and in this video, I will explain about standardization of endodontic instruments. The contents of this video include the concept of standardization, a brief history about standardization, the color coding of instruments, and instrument lengths. Coming to the history, before the year 1958, endodontic instruments were manufactured without any specifications. That is, manufacturers manufactured instruments with different dimensions and gave the same number. This led to a lot of confusion and difficulty in usage. So, beginning in 1955, a serious attempt was made to correct these abuses, and Engel and Levine first proposed the standardization in the year 1958. In 1962, a working committee was formed which included the manufacturers, the American Association of Endodontists, and the American Dental Association. So this group evolved into the present day International Standard Organization. And in the year 1976, the ADA specification number 28 was published. Since then, the specification number 28 has been modified again in the years 1996 and 2002. So, after that, specifications for different instruments have also been set out by the ADA, like number 58 for the headstrom files, number 63 for the barbed broaches and rasps, number 71 for spreaders and pluggers, and so on. This slide depicts the various components of the standardization. This picture here is a K file. This is the handle of the instrument, which is color coded, and this is the shaft of the instrument. The shaft of the instrument has cutting edges or blades from its tip to 16 millimeters up its shaft. So the measurement here from the tip to the end of the cutting edges will be 16 millimeters, and this is a rubber stopper. Coming to the components, the first point to be considered here is D0. D0 refers to the diameter at the tip. Now, these K files are available in various sizes, and the sizes are referred to with numbers here. So the D0 will be a measurement which is related to the number of the file. D0 refers to the diameter at its tip, which can be calculated as 1 by 100th of a millimeter. So a number 15 file will have a dimension of 0.15 millimeter at its tip. Similarly, a number 25 file will have a dimension of 0.25 millimeter at its tip. So the next concept is the taper. So there is a constant increase in the dimension of the file from its tip to the handle. So this increase is in a percentage of 2. So there is an increase of 0.02 millimeter in diameter per increase of 1 millimeter length of the file. So if the diameter here is 0.15, then 1 millimeter up the shaft, it will be 0.17. That is 0.15 plus 0.02. 2 millimeters, it will be 0.19, and so on and so forth. So the dimension will increase by 0.32 from D0 to 16 millimeters up its shaft. And this point here, this dimension here is referred to as D16. The diameter at the end of the termination of the cutting edges or blades is referred to as D16. So the dimension at D16 can be calculated by the formula as D0, which is the diameter at the tip, plus 0.32. So this 0.32 was derived from the taper of the instrument. So the dimensions can be calculated for different files based on their numbers. So a 25 number file will have the D16 as 0.25 plus 0.32. So the specifications also set out that the instrument shall be numbered from 10 to 100. From 10 to 100, we have the instrument numbers, and there will be an increase in size by 5 units from 15 to 60, And from 60 to 140, it will increase by 10 units. So if you can see the number 15 file, after 15 we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That is, there is an increase in units by 5, and this is from 15 to 60. From 60 onwards, the file numbers increase by 10 units. So we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So the numbers 6, 8, and 10, and the numbers 100 to 140 have been added later on. The numbers 6, 8, and 10 are smaller in size, and they add to and they can they are very useful in the initial negotiation of the canal. Then each number shall be representative of the diameter of the instrument in hundreds of the millimeter at the tip. So you can see here that a number 15 file will have a diameter of 0.15 millimeter at its tip. Similarly, based on the number, we can know the dimension at the tip for any file. Another point that I have missed in the previous slide is the angle has also been specified. The angle at the tip is 75 plus or minus 15 degree. This will be the same for all the K files irrespective of their number. Coming to the color coding of the instruments. The color coding of the instruments has also been set out in the ADA specification number 28. So the number 6 file will be of pink color. The number 8 file will be gray color. 10 will be purple in color. So from 15 onwards, the color coding is repeated from 15 to 40, the same color coding from 45 to 80 and 90 to 140. So it is in the order of white, yellow, red, blue, green, and black. This slide depicts the original recommendation for standardization, which was set out by Engel and Levine. So they mentioned the diameter at the tip as D1, and they also mentioned that the working edges or blades will be 16 millimeters from the tip of the instrument up on the shaft, and the point at which the cutting edges or blades terminate is referred to as D2, and this point will have a diameter which is referred to as D2. So D2 is equal to D1 plus 0.32. So in the present specification, the point D1 is referred to as D0 and the point D2 is referred to as D16. Coming to the various lengths of the instruments. So instruments are available either in a length of 21 millimeters, 25 millimeters, or 28 or 31 millimeters. The length of the instrument basically refers to its dimension from the tip to the handle. So these 21 mm files are short files and are useful in short teeth as well as maxillary second molars where access is difficult. Then the long files are particularly useful in the canines. This was a brief description of the standardization and ADA specification number 28. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to Cons Endo Bytes. Thank you.